Wake up. This is where you earn your money. The presentation. This is where you're going to whip out your phone, your iPad, or whatever you're presenting on, and you're going to show the customer some important information. So after you put the price together, you're going to say, Mr. Jones, I've almost got my pricing 100% together. I'm ready to show you this, but there's a few important things that I have to go over with you that's important for this job to go good. Can we take a seat for a moment? And you're going to take a seat, or you might stand, and you're going to show them a presentation. And it's also important to tell them, hey, listen, it's only going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to show them that you're not there to sit and break down the science of an atom or something crazy. I mean, you're a reasonable guy. You're only taking about 2 minutes with them. Really, it's going to take 5. And it's just a 10-step slideshow presentation showing the important things that are going to differentiate us as a company. And while we do this presentation, it's important to take into account the information we got from them in the qualitative stage, because this information is going to show us what their objection is. The 3 most common objection is price, other estimates, and they got to do their research. They seemed like they were really on a budget. You're going to hone in about how we break our price down to a science and how we really do have some of the best pricing in the industry, and that people who price below us are either cutting corners or leaving something out, because everybody who goes into a job is making money on that job. And if there's something different, it should raise your eyebrows, right? Everybody's making money on the job. So if somebody's lower than us, what's the difference? And we're going to show them that our pricing's on the queue and it's down to a science. So check out some of the stuff we go over. Number 1, licensing, right? We're going to show them our license. That's going to beat out half the competition there. You got to tell them, listen, you want to deal with a licensed contractor. If you go with somebody who's unlicensed, they might beat you out by a couple bucks, but what happens if they mess up or they try to cut you short? Do you have any legal remedies? It's a lot harder to catch guys who aren't licensed in court because of the way they're structured. I mean, they're just some guys off the street. How the hell can you bring a guy like that in court? I'm not really necessarily going to talk about that, but this is things that customers think in their head. Insurance, right? You're going to show them the insurance and show them that they're safe in their home when we're operating. All of our guys, if something were to happen, they are safe in their home. You're going to show them our reviews, right? We've got great reviews, and not everybody's going to believe what you said, but when you show them, when they see what other people are looking, when they see the video testimonials, right, which you'll show them right after you go through the slideshow, they're going to be really impressed. Number 4, our pricing system. So we actually base our pricing on a software called the National Construction Estimator. And this is a software that breaks down the price for each type of flooring service and adjusts that price for inflation every year. That means we're taking the average price and then further discounting that to ensure that they're getting the best bang for their buck. We really do break down our pricing to a science. We ensure that we're always competitive in the marketplace. And then you can further expand on that by actually showing them other sources that show average pricing. For example, sanitary finish on average goes for $3 to $4 a square foot. For Bona Mega, we're priced at $250 a square foot. We are at the forefront and the cutting edge of good pricing. You'll also talk to them about how our pricing is all inclusive, and that sometimes other contractors will come in with what appears to be a great deal, but oftentimes a deal that seems too good to be true is untrue. Our pricing is all inclusive. We're not hiding anything. A lot of times people will bid the job really low so that way they can win it, and then when the job goes on, they'll tack on fees because they know a customer that's halfway through a job with them is more inclined to just accept that hidden fee pricing they give, right? So you got to tell them, listen, we got to make sure we're comparing apples to apples. Everybody's making money in this job. What are they leaving out? Are they just bidding it low to win it and then are going to hit you at a higher price later? What's happening? Are they giving the same product? Right? Talk about the product superiority. Talk about the nice Bona finishes that we're putting on those polyurethanes. Talk about all the different installation prep materials that we use that we're not knocking them cheap on. We're not knocking them short on. We're using the best of everything to help them out. Right? And that's going to lead you to the next slide, which is some shocking facts, right? And I'm going to roll through these quick because this is just a quick informational video. You'll go over this more in your role play sessions. Better Business Bureau. They're a watchdog for businesses across America. The home improvement industry is number 1 on the hit list for complaints with 10.7 million complaints filed over a 50-year study. It's a complaint every 17 seconds when a baby's born every 9 seconds. Tons of complaints. They drilled into this study and found out that Out of those 10.7 million complaints, 80% of those complaints came from homeowners who just took 3 bids and took the lowest price. So if you're just basing your picking of a contractor on the lowest price, you have an 80% chance of failure. And when you say this to homeowners, they're going to think twice about just picking based on price, because a lot of times we are the lowest price, but we don't base our pricing just off the lowest. So if they're going to pick someone else who's just a couple $100 lower, they're going to think twice when we hit them with that fact. And when you hit them with the fact that if you're just basing it on price, you're going to have an 80% chance of failure of even getting the job done. That's not even just completing it, that's getting the job done. These are all things you're going to hit them with. You can also tell them that the average home improvement star rating is 2.2. We fall at 4.6, 4.7. That's fantastic in this industry. You also can hit them with 41% of contractors walk off the job during the middle of the job because they didn't charge enough from the start. Doesn't that number kind of make sense when you take into the account 80% of projects have trouble getting completed when they're just picking based on price and lowest price? These are all great facts that we'll touch upon more in the role play setting. Then you could talk about our training. We send our guys to Bona trainings every quarter to be up to date on the newest products and installation methods. Our installers are certified installers, and they are constantly being taught new laws that are coming into place. They're constantly aware of things such as asbestos, right, which is a dangerous, hazardous old type of glue that they used to use back in the day, and it can cause cancer. We're constantly making them aware of new findings in the flooring community. Talk to them about the project management. Remember in the old video I talked about how we draw different arrows and stuff at water damage and concern. Talk about the director of operations and how he's looking at this project from start to finish to ensure that it's done the right way. Talk about charity. We donate to charity. Certain proceeds of each job goes to charity. And then talk to them about how we stand behind our work and we have a 1-year workman's guarantee, because that's how confident we are in what we do. And that slide will lead you to the next one, which is photos of our work and the company presentation. So you're going to say, Mr. Jones, we also stand behind our work. We give a 1-year workman's guarantee for any install or sanding project that we do. And that leads me to my next point. Here's a quick promotional video of our guys in action doing the work that they're about to do in your home. You hand them your phone and they're going to look at a 3-minute video, because humans are visual and they want to see it action by action.